For abortion, that one, there's no, I have no in between. It is
Abortion
a choice.
Abortion
is healthcare, and that is my stand until the day I die. Okay? Even if, so for somebody who's going to ask, what if you had been aborted, I would gladly not been sitting here having this conversation.
I usually see these takes on abortion, and the provisions are if for most people, if you are abused, if they cannot fathom that I want sex for pleasure, and maybe my contraceptive failed. That is not my. It's not my problem.
It's not my
now there's something I need to deal with. I did not want this, so I'm getting rid of it. So my message is about abortion. A woman does not have to be violated for her to be served healthcare.
Yes.
Reproductive healthcare. Yes.
And that's on that. Like, that's on period.
Nothing to add.
The way we went from consent to
it's a broad topic.
It is a broad topic, but because again, this is still all about consent, right? And now we're talking about abortion. There's again consent in everyday life where we talk about oh my God, forced sterilization. Oh, the day I learned about that, I have never been sadder in my life, especially to know the different groups that are discriminated upon and are violated by this aspect. Persons living with disabilities. God, there's a question. I'm like, okay, I may not be able to walk, but my vagina is working. Right, every time. And I'm like, what did you think? And that's a question from a healthcare provider. And I'm like,
do they ask that to the men or to the women?
I know experiences from women. I don't know. More health, reproductive healthcare.
The women. So
it's me who is unless the man has an STI. Like if I get pregnant, so you find that maybe they've gotten pregnant, they've given birth, and then at the birthing table, maybe it's a CS or something, you're forcibly sterilized. And then you don't even know, you're not told about it. So maybe you wanted 2 kids and you're like, why am I not getting pregnant? Going to get checked. You're sterilized. And I'm like, okay. The other one is persons living with HIV. Until, and I don't know what, there's a term I've heard the other day, I don't remember at what point is when we can allow you to have kids. As who? You as who? I know, as who? Like, this is my choice. I have agency, and we have so much development in this very moment that I can have a HIV-free child. But you're here telling me until it's, I think, the use equals to you. I think that's yes, that's when we can allow you to have a baby. Excuse me. If you want to allow anybody to have a baby, go and allow yourself or deny yourself that, but don't extend that to people. And it's a practice that is still ongoing, and especially when we live in a society that's very enclosed in our experiences. So I don't consider the experiences of other people. If I'd never interacted with persons with disabilities, persons living with HIV, and hearing the experiences, I might never have known this happens. I put a face to it. First of all, the idea in and of itself is horrific. I don't even need to put a face to anything.
Oh my God.
But like, if you educate yourself, please educate yourself so that when you see it happening, you don't just be an onlooker who's like, well, I mean, there's nothing I can do. It's not affecting me anyway. Wait until you have a child and then they're disabled and then they're told they can't have your grandchild. Anyway.
Another issue on consent within the marriage institution. Marital rape. About the Maputo Protocol. One of the things that stands out for me from that is bodily autonomy, the right to bodily autonomy. And these men are like, if your husband wants kids, what if your husband wants kids? I see.
So he gives I'm sorry.
The decision to have children or not is squarely mine. And first of all, before we get married, We have discussed about children, whether we want them or not. If we want them, how many do we want? In a span of how many years? You know, all of these are discussions we've already had. What schools they are going to go, how we are going to make money together for them. We have to have things in place before these children come. So if I am married to a man who wants kids and I'm not, how did we get that, first of all? And why does he think it is his right that I should have children for him because he sees so, because he is the man? So they're like, oh, this should be a mutual understanding between the wife and the husband. Oh, you should have discussions with your husband.
You already had discussions before you got into the man.
Let's look at it this way, okay? The things we discuss as people, right?
Yeah.
My body carrying children is not one of them.
Yes.
That actual decision. But this is what we can talk about. This is what we can discuss as partners, right? We can discuss about, well, I want the birthday for our child to be on the 20th of June because it's historically important to me, right? So when are we going to have sex? So we can try and time it so it's the 20th of June. But I have already decided that I want my body to be a vessel of carrying this child, to bring the child into the world. That is not a decision you get to make. Because you will not carry a baby until the day that technology and science is going to bring away from men to carry pregnancies to term.
Oh, we are praying for that day.
Amen. Because choices for each other. Can I also make a decision for you to go and have a vasectomy now because I don't want children? Right? We can only talk about it. I can only tell you what I know about vasectomy. I can only tell you about the beautiful things I've heard about vasectomy. For example, we can have sex without a condom and I will not get pregnant, right? And we will not be worried. But you have to make the choice to go and get a vasectomy. If I cannot make that decision for you, honey, what gives you the right and the mindset to think? To even think, not even making the decision, to just think. Anyway.
Also, and just away from that, marriage and everything, how consent looks like in other forms. For sharing personal information. You're out here.
Yes.
I tell you a story, for example, you're my friend. I come and tell you, for example, my story. Then, because Harriet is our friend. You're on TikTok, for instance. You just you go out there and you share my story. You know, Joy.
Hi guys.
I have a friend. Hi guys.
Let's call her X.
You're not saying let's call her X. You're just saying Joy. Joy told me this, and I didn't consent to you going out there and telling it out. So
even if you're saying let's call her X, because I have to consent to what your information you're sharing about me. First of all, I'm like, it's okay, you can use my name, right? Or I'm like, you can say the story, but don't say part 1 and 2 because it's identifiable information, and don't use my name, right? But you're here using my life for content creation. Absolutely. And I think now that we brought the online thingy, I've just remembered something else. Revenge porn. First of all, I hate that term. Revenge means that I did something to deserve what you're doing, and I did nothing to deserve for you to be leaking my pictures outside. I have said this, I will say it again. If you want to post nude pictures of me, please ask for the ones that I look good in, alright? And tag me so people are not guessing who is in the pictures. That's besides the point. The point is, you are threatening me with something that is intimate and personal to me. Maybe something that I shared because I care about you. Oh God, what did I say? and that whole point of you using something. Remember when we were saying about choice and the bosses who are taking away your power? You are in a position of power in this case because you have something intimate from me, something that I do not want to share with the world. And if I ever want to share with the world, then I can open an OnlyFans or I can just post them on Twitter, right? But in this very moment, you using that to my disadvantage and to punish me for a sin I did not commit, right? It's not funny, guys. Okay, first of all, it's not funny. Second of all, it's not normal. Please get yourself checked. Mahara is very affordable. Third of all, what gives you the right? Some people can only understand this if they're put in that position. Like if we give you an example that you can understand. So let me explain it to you. Imagine it is you. Who I have dick pics of you that have your face as well.
Oh my god, dick pics.
And it's actually not even erect, it's just resting, right?
Oh no.
I decided, you know what?
You had to.
I had to, because
It's a bad thing.
and I decided to post it or send it to your employer because that's exactly what you're doing. I send it to your family members. What would that make you feel? And if you're rejoicing at the fact that what you would feel is what you want me to feel, then again, like I said, get yourself checked. Mental health is very, very important. And if you're struggling with something, please seek.
I used to wake up to many new numbers. So please, if you're sending those highs, just complete the message. I do not have to prompt you to tell me what you want when you're the one who sourced my number. I'm like, hi, who's this? I know Korud.
Yeah.
But it's my fault.
Like, who is this? Oh, that's rude.
But hata sijafika kwa who gave you my number. Ananisha kwa rude. So please do not share people's numbers. And if you want to share someone's number for a particular reason, you can ask them first. So what consent means. Communication, communicate with that person and another person. The one whose number you want to share and the one to whom you want to share the number to. So that they can both know you have shared their contacts. And they,
and they're
it's smooth sailing from there. So wakati nakuuliza who gave you my number, just say who gave you. Like it's not a bad thing.
I just got it.
And then there are those who fish their number from WhatsApp groups.
Same for same.
We are busy people, we are adults. We don't do that.
You're a runner. Come with an agenda. Okay, if you have none, get out.
Or you find yourself in a group, WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Una left kurudisha. Kwani how I do?
The sharing of information part, whatever information it is you're sharing about me, including my personal number, including my Instagram handle, including my Facebook. I still have Facebook. Maybe my face still exists. I don't know. Whatever information. And my home address. I read about my space in some book.
No.
I don't know what it is.
No, you did not read about it.
I'm going to check that. If it still exists, I am going to create an account. I don't know if that's how it works. Oh, okay. See, I have no idea what it is. But I am old enough to be your mother. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, that's a lot about consent. There's always more. I am sure we have not exhausted everything. We became very animated because these are experiences we have in our everyday lives. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today. Please share with us, what does consent look like for you in an everyday setting, and anything you learned about consent today. And again, shout out to the Center for the Study of Adolescence. We are here today. Good vibes and inshallah. Thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye.